Hey yo, welcome back to the wildest corner of the internet, where the politics are street, the facts are messy, and the clout chasing is federal. Today, we're gonna break down one of the most insane developments yet. Wack 100, yes, the self-appointed gatekeeper of gangster gossip, just might have crossed the line that ain't no coming back from. So boom, on the No Jumper podcast, with Adam, Wack 100 casually pulls up a video of Money Mike, a known high-ranking member of the 60s, getting unalived. Not a news clip, but the actual surveillance video of the incident. And guess who he says asked for it? Charisse Mills, you know, Luce Cannon side chick, the same R&B side character who can't seem to stay out of street business. According to Wack 100, Charisse Mills hits him up and asks him for the video, but not for herself. Oh no. This is on behalf of Luce Cannon. Now, according to Luce Cannon, apparently he's saying that Big U was actually trying to pin the unaliving of Money Mike on him. And Charisse is trying to get Wack to assist in clearing Short Bus Luce's name. But let's stop the tape. I guess Charisse is out here trying to be a paralegal now. Let's listen to what Wack 100 had to say on the Adam and Wack show.
The call I got a week and a half ago about what motherfucker wanted, why they wanted it, you know, we gonna kick it off a little bit. I get a call from his significant other saying, he said Big U trying to pin a murder on him. I said, what? He said, yeah, he said something about Money Mike. I said, I ain't got nothing to do with Luce Cannon.
Yeah, who's Money Mike?
This dude got unalive, right? I said, that has nothing to do with Luce Cannon.
Uh-huh.
Why would Big U do that, right? She said, I don't know, but he says you may have access to a video that can help him show it wasn't him, right? I said, I think I know somebody that may have that video. Let me make a call, right? So I make the call. I get the video. I'm not thinking nothing of it. I sent it over to her, right? Because in my head, I'm like, damn, that's fucked up. Big U finna like pin something on this dude that ain't him. So 2-3 days go by. I ask her, I said, hey, did they try to pin the murder on Luce? And I said, well, how did Big U tell him this? She says, well, they was down there to get their blood drawn and ran into each other. And Big U said, that's why I'm going to put Money Mike's body on you, right? So I'm like, that don't even make sense. So 2-3 days go by, another 2-3 days. I said, yo, did they charge him with it? And she says, no, not yet. And then after that, I started to hear, I'm about to get out. That's where the red flag was waved. I'm like, you about to get out.
So you're suggesting...
Hey, bro, when it comes to the feds, it's only one thing make a move. Bodies.
Right.
Right? It's the only thing make a move.
Well, they pursue other crimes as well.
No.
Not much.
You're talking about, you want to get out shit? It's bodies. So now...
Oh, okay, in that regard, yeah.
Look. That's the video. You can press it if you want to. You'll see what's on it. Yeah, you gonna see it. It's gonna happen.
Looks like a carjacking.
No, bullshit. Pay attention.
A murder.
It's unalive, right?
Yeah. Whoa.
Now this video, this ain't no motherfucking
That was this my guy.
Yeah, that's Money Mike that got unalive, right? So this video been floating, right? So nobody in there is loose. So if you look, watch it, I'm gonna show you the word. So if you look at it, you're gonna read it. You'll read why I sent it. Go top on the bottom, I sent it. Right? You see, I'm like, I don't know why Big you were doing him like that. Look at what she's telling me. She throw me off when she asked what I testify. Like, hold on, pump the brakes. I wasn't there for that. This video been floating. Shit, it ain't nothing exclusive.
But so you're not saying that Luce Cannon took care of this dude?
No.
You're saying that
Luce had nothing to do with that.
people are trying to put this on him.
No.
Big U specifically.
No, he said that.
Okay.
He had his girl call me a week and something ago and tell me, Wack, you look at it. You reading the shit.
Yeah, it's a little complicated, but
No, it ain't. Makes no sense. That wasn't nobody from 60s that did that. I hope shit's solid. It makes no sense. That's what I'm saying.
uh-huh.
No idea. When he calls, I'll call you back.
Uh-huh.
I said, unless old boy playing dirty, right? She said, who? I said, useless, because she telling me Big, Luce said Big U say he gonna put that on him, right?
And things just keep getting spicier. After Wack delivered the Unaliving video, Charisse circled back and asked Wack will he be willing to give a statement on Luce Cannon's behalf. Statement? Is this a court case or a podcast episode? Now tell me this. How do we go from street politics to Discovery Pack material?
You see what she says?
Yeah, she said this just keeps getting worse and worse.
Do you think he's trying to what?
Set up Cannon.
Right? I said, ain't no telling. And then she hits me with that whopper.
If it comes down to it, are you willing to make a statement to vouch for that? I'm going to mention this to the attorney. Or if you can, is there someone else that can? This is just so wild. Whoever did this in the video, did they ever get caught?
Right? I tell her, from what my understanding is, it's an open case, a cold case. Right?
Even DJ Akademiks had to jump in.
Let me give you, I don't even know I'm even hitting this topic, but I'm hitting this topic because actually I think Wack hit this topic, so I'm gonna hit this topic. So I had said before, which by the way I still am on it. Like I wanted to give some clarity because I've seen some people like, yo, Act man, what's up, man? Yo, Act man, how you gonna be #1 in media and you letting Wack run your program like he's blah blah blah. Now I wasn't gonna say anything really about this, but Wack kind of, which surprising to me, Wack kind of said stuff about this, so I'll kind of like clarify why I am not really into this Luce Cannon Wack stuff anymore.
He goes live and says Wack personally told him to leave the Wack 100 and Luce Cannon beef alone because apparently the feds is watching. Bruh, if the Alphabet Boys is tuned in, why is everyone still running their mouth like this is Clubhouse? This ain't street code. This is self-snitching with extra cheese.
So Wack calls me and he tells me, yo, listen, bro. There's something about some murder. I would never say this, honestly, but Wack pretty much said it on No Jumper. He basically said there's something about some murder investigation, some open murder. And unlike everybody else, once I hear police is investigating a murder, I'm usually, especially if I know the people, I have no problem falling back. Now, the way how Wack explains it to me is like, yo, there's somebody who died. They're trying to put the murder, or Big U was supposedly, according to Luce, trying to put the murder on Luce. But it appears that Luce is trying to dangle this murder as a carrot to the feds that he could snitch to get out, and maybe beefing with Wack is, and I don't know if Wack has nothing to do with this, but it's to try to throw Wack in the mix or something of the case. And I'm like, yeah, I don't want to be involved in nothing where, if I'm giving Luce a platform and Luce might be trying to implicate Wack in some fucking murder or I don't know what the fuck. You know what I mean? So that's pretty much what I was told.
DJ Akademiks will go on to show that Wack actually shared the actual video with him, and Akademiks ended up posting it on one of his Instagram pages, as well as Akademiks claims that Wack 100 shared screenshots of the conversation between him and Charisse Mills.
But apparently this is the video. This is the video of some murder that happens, which I'm like, how the hell we're hearing about this? That's why I'm like, yo, these are the things that it kind of spooked me a little bit. I'm like, whoa, what are we talking? So this is a murder that's supposedly not charging none of the indictments. This is the video, and apparently police is looking for the people in his fucking murder and video and whatever. You know what I mean? And what Wack basically told me was like, yo, listen, Luce Cannon was trying to ask about getting this video because he's trying to work I don't think he told Wack that, but Wack was like, nah, I think he's trying to work with the feds in trying to help them solve this murder. Or no, maybe Big U was trying to work with them to help them solve this murder, but Big U was going to implicate Luce Cannon. And then Luce Cannon is then trying to flip this video and probably trying to, I don't know, muddy or throw Wack's name in it, and it could be like Wack told me he felt like he was being set up, and I'm like, like, what do you mean set up? It's like this guy's kind of moving different, blah blah blah, and I was like, y'all are now talking about open murders once again. I want to check out of this situation. I'm good. You know what I mean? So this is the video that I got. Now I don't know, like, apparently this is years old. Supposedly this is a cold case video. Somebody runs down here. By the way, trigger one. I don't know if I got to take off the screen. Yo, Drill, you gotta blur. Actually, I'm gonna take it off for a second because I think they're gonna shoot the guy. Oh no, actually, yeah, they're struggling with him at first. So you're seeing struggle. Then something happens. I'll take it off screen now. Look like, yeah, I think they shoot the guy. They're taking some stuff off of him. Okay, and then these guys run to a car over here. And the car that's awaiting is here. And the car is. So apparently this is a cold case, okay? So if you're wondering, like, yo, oh man, Act or Wack is controlling Act, that's not the case. The reality of it is that Wack told me that basically there's some open murder that he feels that Luce Cannon is using after he supposedly at the initial process claimed that Big U was going to try to put that murder on him. He feels that Luce Cannon now is trying to use that murder to try, or information about the murder, to get out of jail. And that's why Luce Cannon is kind of getting into it with him. And I don't know if, bro, it's not my job to be believing this. Once I hear that a fucking murder, like, I'm gonna be honest with you, I'm so confused. Like, I have no idea who plays with life like this. Once I would see a video like this, I would never even talk about it.
Now, to recap, Wack 100 shared a video of an unaliving of one Money Mike, a high-ranking Rollin 60s members, with Luce Cannon, who's currently locked up in a federal holding facility, and content creators such as Akademiks, Adam 22, and Poetik Flakko. He got asked for a statement by Charisse Mills and somehow turned the whole thing into a podcast segment. Is this really street code, or is this street clownery? Y'all let me know in the comments. Is Wack just playing chess, or is he dead wrong? Ruler gang.